Let us start a new drawing by clicking this drop-down arrow by the AutoCAD icon. Click New and select Acadiso 3D template for metric units and click Open. I'm going to open both my screen, so go to View, select Tile Vertically. I'm going to move this one to the other side, so just click this one, click Tile Vertically again. I'm going to start drawing from front view. First, bring this drawing to parallel projection and bring your drawing to front view. I'm going to start with line. So type L for line command. Click here, anywhere, won't matter, and enter 92. I'm going to draw another line from the midpoint here up to here, which is 14. So L for line command, midpoint upward for 14 units. And another line from this point to this point. I'm going to center that line, which is 18 units. So what I'm going to do is L for line command. I'm just going to hover over, not click. And from that end point, I'm just going to move it to the right for 9 units and bring it back for 18 units. This is just my way of centering the line. Right click to repeat line, end point to a perpendicular point. Right click to repeat line, end point to a perpendicular point. I don't need that one, so delete. Type TR for trim command, enter twice, and click that line. Now I'm going to join the segments. So type J for join command and select the whole thing. Now the thickness for this one is 6 units from this corner to this corner. So what I'm going to use is offset command, O for offset command, enter, and enter 6. Click that object, move your cursor upward, click, and enter. I'm going to connect these two endpoints by using line command. So L for line, endpoint to endpoint. Same process here. Right click to repeat line, endpoint to endpoint. I'm going to join the segments. So type J for join command, enter, and select the whole thing. So this object is the face here. And the thickness for that is 40. Looking from top view, from this point to this point. So what I'm going to do is extrude this one. Go to Home and select Extrude command inside the modeling panel. And extrude this one backward or forward along the Z axis. And enter 40. I'm just going to turn off the grid. Now I'm going to change the direction of my Z axis vector. So click anywhere, bring your Z axis upward. Now this face here is going to be the XY plane. But first I'm going to adjust my screen. And type C. But before we proceed, go down to the status bar and turn on your dynamic input, polar tracking, object snap tracking, object snap, selection cycling, 3D object snap, and maybe dynamic UCS. So type C for circle. We're going to draw a circle on top here. And locate center. Can you see that blue color here? It means it's centered. And type D for diameter option and enter 36, which is this one here. I'm going to extrude this circle from this corner to this perpendicular point, which is also from this corner up to this point, and the distance is 6. Select the circle, go to the ribbon and select extrude command and move it upward for 6 units. Now I'm going to draw another circle with a diameter of 30. So C for circle, look at center, type D for diameter option and enter 30. And extrude this one for 18 units, which is this one here. So grab that circle, extrude upward for 18 units. I'm going to draw another circle on top of this cylinder. So C for circle, look at center, type D for diameter option and enter 20. And another circle, right click to repeat circle, look at center, type D for diameter option, enter, and enter 10. Now extrude this circle downward for 18 units as shown here. See the dash line? Click that, extrude, and bring it downward for 18 units. I'm going to show you using X-ray what happened. And the next thing to do is combine the objects by using union command. So go to solid anything panel, select solid union command, click this object, this one, and this one. Now this is one object. And the next one, see this hole here? This is the one here. So I'm going to use subtract command from the ribbon. Select the object you want to keep, right click, and select the object that you want to subtract. I'm going to change this to shaded with edges so you could see what happened. Now we're going to poke a hole through, and the size of the hole is this one. So what I'm going to do is extrude this one all the way down and use subtract command from the ribbon. Select the object you want to keep, right click, and select this object that you want to subtract. Now we're gonna extrude this portion here as shown here. Okay, wait. See this one? There's something here missing, this one here. So what I'm gonna do is use press pull command from the ribbon. So inside modeling panel, select press pull command and just hover over. Don't click yet. Once it turns blue, left click, let go of your finger and bring it downward and click this endpoint here or here, water or this midpoint. While at it, you're still active. Hover over. See this portion? Once it turns blue, left click, let go of your finger, and then bring your cursor downward and click this point here. And enter. Now I'm going to draw this rectangular portion, and the thickness for that is 6, which is this one here, looking from top view. And the distance from that point there, midpoint, up to this midpoint is 9, as shown here. So I'm going to draw a construction line. So L for line command. From midpoint, make sure your line is straight. So I'm just going to turn on my ortho mode. Move your cursor to that direction and enter 9. And turn that off and turn on your polar tracking and click that quadrant. Click that midpoint and click that endpoint. I don't need this one, this line. I'm gonna delete that. I'm just gonna change this to wireframe so it's easy to select the lines. So what I'm gonna do is join this one and type J for join command, enter. This is one object. Now the next thing to do is extrude that one for 6 units. The thickness for this is 6 units, but I'm just gonna do halfway so that I could center that one from this quadrant. So select this one, extrude halfway to that direction for 3. And then use press pull command, hover over this face, left click, and then pull it towards the opposite direction and enter 3. Now it's centered. Now as you can see here, there's a gap. What I will do is use press pull command and just hover over that portion, left click, and bring it inside for about, I don't want it to be sticking out here all the way. So to be safe, I'm just gonna bring it in for about 2 units. There, it's clean. And bring your drawing to front view and type mi for mirror command, enter. Select this object, enter, and specify first point of mirror line. You can use the center of that cylinder or the face of that cylinder and bring it down as long as it's straight. Click and select no. Now I'm gonna combine everything by using union command. Click this object, this one, and this one. I can move this one to the origin. So I'm just gonna draw a line and type in 0, 0, 0 coordinates and just move it here or here, maybe upward, and highlight that one or select that one and move this corner, attach it to the endpoint, remove that one. I'm gonna ID, so ID, enter, and click that endpoint there. And as you can see, the X is 0, Y is 0, and Z is 0. I think I'm done. I'm just gonna change this to shaded with edges. No, realistic maybe, or conceptual. That looks better. Maximize this one. I think I'm done. Thank you for watching. And please don't forget to hit the subscribe button and bell icon for notification for the next tutorial.